By the way, this is the evidence part of us actually being at a place that is being renovated from one of the leads that we sent through. You got kitchen, two bathrooms upstairs. Been just two months since we started working together.
Yeah.
What's the total revenue from the deals closed?
So the first people that we closed in the first month was 3, and total was 170,000, qualifying the customers. Yeah. That was a major issue that we were facing, going there, wasting our time, getting people who are not qualified in terms of their budget. In terms of the actual job itself, so we call them and ask them, what do you want? Oh, I just want to respray my bathtub, get rid of this shower basin, put a new one in. And it's like, that's not what I'm after. That's not my line of expertise. We were competing with people who are unlicensed as well. So we're competing with quotes that is unrealistic. Some people are getting jobs and saying basically that they can do their jobs for $10,000 a bathroom, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Last year in February, in more than 150,000 in revenue in February.
Yeah.
In March, however, total revenue, 20,000.
Okay, yeah, so you got 150.
So how do you drop that much in less than a month and not organize anything to the month following? Yeah. Now I am able to see the future in not just 1 month ahead, but I'm able to see the future in maybe 2-3 months. I'm able to see myself booked out in the next 2-3 months out as well. I guess the biggest thing that I was a bit skeptic of was if you're legit, because it's a risk, and I didn't want to risk that money and not get the rewards in return. I was putting in a high risk with you as well, but it worked out at the end of the day.
Hey guys, Leo here, and I'm here with Alex from Multi Homes, and we're actually at a renovation that he won through working with us, a $113,000 job. So I thought he's been working with us for around 60 days now, 2 months. I'd catch up with him, ask him some questions, and find out how his experience has been. So appreciate you jumping on, man.
No worries.
I'd love for you to just start by, I guess, explaining what your situation was before working with our company and what some of the problems you were facing that made you even reach out.
Qualifying the customers. Yeah. That was a major issue that we were facing, going there, wasting our time. Sometimes, especially with Melbourne traffic, you go to a quote 1 hour and then 1 hour back home, you're wasting 2 hours, plus you're spending half an hour to an hour with the customer to get them on board and not getting anything in return. That was the biggest problem. And another two was we were competing with people who are unlicensed as well. So we're competing with quotes that is unrealistic. Some people are getting jobs and saying basically that they can do their jobs for $10,000 a bathroom, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so we're competing with handymen and tilers who took on renovations. Why are you giving us $25,000, $30,000 quotes when we can just go with this handyman down the road for $10,000? And so it's just unrealistic. We can't work. We are wasting our time, and profitability was just not even worth in the industry.
Yeah. Prior to us, where were your leads coming from to have solutions?
The majority of it was coming from High Pages and a little bit from Facebook.
What are some of the issues that you've faced with getting leads through those channels?
The issues was basically getting people who are not qualified in terms of their budget. In terms of the actual job itself, so for example on High Pages, there's only maybe 3 related topics that you can click onto. You can't actually type in your own kind of scope of works. You have to click on the categories. So it's either bathroom repairs, complete renovation, or something or other.
Yeah.
And basically, if someone were to just do their shower base or refurbish it, or they just wanted to resurface their bathtub, majority of them don't even look at bathroom repairs because it's not a repair.
Yeah.
They just want to facelift it, so it's not a repair. So they just go complete renovation. And so that comes to us, we see it, we think, oh, beautiful, it's a complete renovation. And then once we call them and ask them, what do you want? Oh, I just want to respray my bathtub, get rid of this shower basin, put a new one in. And it's like, that's not what I'm after. That's not my line of expertise.
With the lack of good leads, you having to qualify, wasting a lot of time, not seeing people that were actually serious and had good budgets, what were some of the issues that it was creating within your business?
Like we were doing, for example, last year in February, We did, for example, I think more than 150,000 in revenue in February.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the shortest month in the year.
Yeah.
In March, however, total revenue, 20,000.
Okay. Yeah. So you're 150.
So how do you drop that much in less than a month and not organize anything for the month following?
Yeah.
Essentially, if you got people working for you and your idea is that, you're the business owner, you want to make money.
Yeah.
But when that type of stuff happens, what's happening is you're working for your laborers instead. All you're doing is you're letting them earn their daily wage.
Yeah.
They're happy, headache-free, no responsibility. They go home to sleep, do whatever they want. I go home, I'm still doing emails, I'm still doing calls, I'm still doing invoices.
Still making money.
I'm still chasing, I'm there.
So you've got bad quality leads, where time's being wasted, you're going through ups and downs of revenue, you're working with inconsistency. Now, we'll call a spade a spade. There's a lot of people in the industry promising builders and renovators to change their lives.
Yeah.
So what was the biggest skepticism you had, or the thing that held you back before reaching out to us? And then talk about your experience after we started working together.
I guess the biggest thing that I was a bit skeptic of was if you're legit, because it's a risk, and I didn't want to risk that money and not get the rewards in return. I was putting in a high risk with you as well, but it worked out at the end of the day.
Okay, and what about us made you feel like we were legit enough for you to actually take money out of your pocket and pay us? Which is obviously the hardest thing you can get someone to do.
Partially it was because of you.
Okay.
And like the person you are. Because I looked at you and you're like, you seem like a genuine person as well. And you had this big amount of confidence, like something that I remember as well, is saying that, bro, trust me, you're going to be laughing about it in the months to come.
Yeah.
Another thing, I suppose, was, look, testimonials, I'd say maybe convince me 20%. The reason is, like, I know a lot of testimonials, for example, it can be just faked. You can call your mates, you can do this, you can do that. But, for example, when I see like these guys are from Melbourne and they look like you, and they are from the same area, it becomes more convincing. You go, oh, well, these guys are from the same area. They're not some like American dude or some guy behind the camera, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it doesn't seem.
That's actually why I came to do this in person, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because some feedback I got was when I'm doing them over Zoom, because we've got builders all over Australia, so when I'm doing them over Zoom, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
But now I'm hoping, now that I'm doing some in person,
Yeah.
it feels more legit.
Yeah, like for example, if you, for example, come to this job, this is a live job.
Yeah.
You can't mistake with
No,
it.
you can't.
Like for example, after this, if you were to just quickly roll the camera around and look at the job that's
I
happening.
will. I'll include the B-roll.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can't go more than that. That's like hard evidence right there.
So let's talk numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been two months since we started working together.
Yeah.
What's the total revenue from the deals closed?
So the first people that we closed in the first month was 3, and total was 170,000.
Amazing. Talk through what we do. What makes our customers more qualified than what you expect?
Oh yeah. So basically, number one, the budget range that you get. That's 100% really important. That helps us a lot. The scope of works that you guys go through. Like for example, our pages, people just click on the category complete renovation and leave it at that. I then have to call them and ask them, what do you want to get done?
Yeah.
Whereas you guys say, there's going to be relocating of the shower, relocating the vanity. There isn't going to be relocating of the bathtub. It puts everything into perspective for us. You guys also leave a voice note. You tell us about the personality. Like if this is a nice lady, or if they're a bit more serious, and then just quickly want to get through everything, and they're down for a quick chat. You kind of learn through that voice note about their personality a bit too.
Yeah.
And obviously, the fact that you always encourage us to call them before you get there, just so that they know who you are.
Our North Star, or what we do every day when we're trying to improve our product, because our product didn't start like this. And when we first started calling leads, it was just, hey, do you need a renovation? Yes? All right, let's book you in. There was no process, but then through feedback, you keep iterating processes. But now we've gone to a point where we go, okay, our objective is number one, to save the builder that we work with as much time as possible, because every builder we know is time poor, and time is money for them. And then the second thing is we do everything in our power to set them up with someone that they can have a high chance of closing. So it's not just about being qualified. Like, I've got a budget, I'm ready to go. Someone might have all of those things but not go ahead with the builder that we work with. So we then try to do things to sell the builder. We don't just stop there. We also have a sales program to help you on the day, because we know ultimately it's all going to come down to how many deals you close.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about your feelings on doing a sales training beforehand? Some of the things you were skeptical on, and then like what else? Because you went through big.
No. Honestly, I love the sales training. It's really good. Like I'm telling you, maybe 90% of builders or any tradesmen, for that fact, have any sales training. Like, a lot of people don't realize this as well. Like, yes, you're a tradesman, but because you work for yourself, you're also a businessman at the end of it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to do your business side of things and your tradesman side of things.
Yeah.
You're a skilled laborer.
Yeah.
But are you a good businessman?
Yes.
And if you're not a good businessman, how are you going to improve your business? But obviously, you've got to have the skill to be able to build a business anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that aspect of business, 90% of the builders out there and any tradesman, they don't even have.
Yeah.
Or nowhere close to what I've been implementing nowadays as well. The thing that I found absolutely ridiculous, I was like, what? There's no way that's going to work, was a deposit. Asking day dot for a deposit was out of question. Would not have thought about it in a million years. I found it hilarious.
And just to clarify, the deposit's not a 5 or 10% deposit. It's a commitment deposit. It's just getting the customer to pay something to say, I'm happy to go ahead with you.
Exactly right, yeah. Because no one's going to give you that much money the first time they're going to meet you. But again, it makes all the difference in the world. Because once they give you the deposit, also we do say to them, it's refundable within the first 7 days. But as you said in your program as well, like 110% of the time, they're going to go with, give them the deposit. There's no reason why they should cancel. One day I woke up, I'm like, all right, beautiful, this is my day, I'm going to go crush it. I got 4 quotes lined up that day. I went to one customer, spent 1 hour with him, had a good chat with him, got my deposit for that, locked him in straight away for the next couple of weeks down. Went down to another quote, I spent another hour with a couple. They were happy with me. I said, how about the deposit? Boom, got that one as well. 1 o'clock, another one. And sure enough, they said that. And they gave me a deposit as well.
Good.
Yeah. Essentially, I think the first one was 26,000.
Yeah.
The one after that was 27,500.
Yeah.
The one after that was a different job. It was a small job. But that one was 17,000. And then the last one was 55,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
not all of those quotes were from us. I think only 2 or 3 of them were, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a couple others.
The most important part is the sales part.
The sales
part worked regardless.
Yeah. Tell me about business now, like having us on board, how does it change the way you're running your business and how you see your business running for the remainder of the year?
Look, honestly, now I am able to see the future in not just 1 month ahead, but I'm able to see the future in maybe 2-3 months. I'm able to see myself booked out in the next 2-3 months out as well. So I know, for example, if I just keep on implementing the sales training, and regardless of the customers coming from you or not, obviously from you, the qualified customers are much better.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be able to close the deals.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to be able to put myself out, hopefully, for the next 6 months as well. I can organize my team. I can have less stress, essentially is what it is. And the only thing I have to worry about is basically if there's something at work that needs to be rectified.
Let's say there's someone watching and they're on the fence, they haven't booked a call, they're considering working with us. What message do you have for them about our company?
All right, if you want less headaches, less stress, being able to get someone other than yourself do the time for you to collect the customers, qualify them, 100% recommend to go with you. Another thing is, for example, you spending your money elsewhere, like Facebook, Google, pages, your ratio in terms of profitability on spending those ads is not going to be as great as if you did with Leo. So, for example, I could spend 10 grand with Leo, and I know it's well worth more spending with him than going back to high majors.
if you're considering working with an agency that's actually going to put you in front of customers that will convert, where you end up actually taking on projects like this, then feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have a chat.